Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T, and I got Mark behind the camera.
Hey there.
And we're bringing to you another episode of The Road to 100K!
At least we got the 100 now.
Yeah, we got the 100 subscribers, we're good to go. So, this is basically the video where I try to build that 100K collection with no doubles and as little filler as possible. So, we got a lot of good stuff coming to you today, so let's get right to it. Hey guys, I got a lot of great stuff for you this week. So, the first book I picked up was is going for about $7 on eBay, but that was a bit of an outlier. It's not really going for much yet, and that is Avengers 675. This is the regular Mark Brooks lenticular variant. This is actually the first appearance of a new character called Voyager is in this book, and a character
French-Canadian?
I don't know. And Miguel Santos, this is his first appearance as a character named Lightning. So I also thought it was a really nice Mark Brooks lenticular cover. They kind of changed the lenticulars like I had said, so now it's more of a 3D effect than an image altering effect. So it's just got some depth. As you can see, it doesn't change much, but still a good book, still a good first to have. The next book I picked up was Avengers 676. I can't believe they released this so soon after 675. As you can see, it's obviously got the picture of the Avengers #1. This is a... I can't remember who did this cover, but look at the art on that. That's amazing.
I think they're trying to release Avengers weekly now.
Oh, okay.
So I believe it's weekly because they're trying to get the number higher because, of course, all the big books in DC are hitting the high hundreds and I mean thousands and things like that.
Yeah.
So Marvel's trying to get their numbers up too. So that's why they're pushing weekly on this.
Yeah. I picked this up specifically just because I love the cover art. I think the hands are done like it almost looks photo-esque.
It's really cool. I saw that.
I loved it. Next book I picked up was Deadpool vs. Old Man Logan #4. It's not really going for anything, but it's supposed to be the first appearance of a character named Poolverine. I don't know when they're gonna stop with this stuff.
Hey, you got a Hulk and Wolverine, so
exactly, and it seemed to do well. Yeah, this is the first appearance of Poolverine, so I decided to pick that up. I don't know how far the character is gonna go, but also to go with it. Not really going for anything. I picked up the Deadpool vs. Old Man Logan #4, the Ron Lim variant. There's nothing really good about this. I just picked it up because you get a clear image of Poolverine on the cover. You can see him with the claws.
Is that the first appearance of Poolverine?
This is the first. They say it's the first appearance of Poolverine. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm sure. Who knows? He's been crossed with so many people at this point and done so many weirdness. There might be a different one. The one thing I did like about this Poolverine, though, is that I do like that they kept him as him with claws. I don't know, it might be give the character a little more legs, that they didn't make him weird or bend him in some weird way. I don't know. It might be something cool, but it also might be something small that is completely insignificant. But hey, I like my small keys. The next book I picked up is already going for 10 to 11, and that is the Joshua Middleton variant of Aquaman #32.
Really?
Yeah.
Double cover already?
Yeah. Well, look at this cover, man. This is that Joshua Middleton cover of Mira Underwater.
Oh yeah, I did.
That is, yeah.
I remember you talking about that on the Hunt video.
Yeah, I talked about this on the Hunt, man. I hope you guys grabbed one. This is amazing. This is a beautiful cover. I had to get that, and it's already going for 10-11.
It's like 100% return in what, a day?
Yeah, crazy. It just came out. Next book I picked up was Batman #39. This is the Oliver Coipel variant. I think he's been doing good on these variants so far. I really like Wonder Woman with the Batman cape on. I've collected all 3 of them so far, and I actually liked this one, so I decided to add it to it. It's not too bad. Next book I picked up is going for about 8 average, but I have seen it go for as much as 13, and that is the Flash 38. This is the Francesco Mattina variant. Another cover that I really suggested that everybody should run and pick up immediately. This is amazing stuff. This is not only is it one of the better Mattina covers, but Flash is one of my favorite DC heroes. Punching the Captain Cold, the Lightning, like this is great stuff. I can only see this going up.
I went out hunting for that book, I have to admit.
It is. Did you get one?
I did.
Okay, good. Because supposedly, well, around our way, like the city we're in, they all came damaged. So it was quite a hunt to find this on Wednesday. The next book I picked up is going for about 30, and that is Deja Thoris Zero. This is the 1/100 J. Scott Campbell variant. I pre-ordered this because I'm a pretty good Campbell fan. It took me the 125-cent books, so you can guess the price, right? Like I had to order the 100, but yeah, I'm glad. I'm not really impressed with the J. Scott sneak peek variants because, like I said, it's just a rip-off of the art. But you know what? To keep the collection complete, and if I get it for that price, I'll just keep going with it. So I didn't mind it.
I think it's a cool idea that they do a preview book for 25 cents.
Yeah.
I kind of wish more companies would do that.
Yeah, agreed. So that you know if you even want to get onto it. So.
Or maybe in some of these independent cases, maybe it's not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly, because then they'll never make it to issue 2. The next book I picked up was Harlequin number 34. This is the Frank Cho variant. As you can see, she's booting the 2017 out. Really cool cover. I like it. I've been collecting all the Frank Chos, so I figured it's something definitely worth it. Dachshund makes a reappearance, which is always cool. So I grabbed that. Next book I picked up, again, this is the release dates on some of these are really weird, maybe just because of the season, but Harley Quinn number 35, which is another Cho variant. This one she's putting up to 2018. I don't know, maybe you could throw them as a set. It's a cool little millennial, you know what I mean? Like yearly, annual, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, but it's cool, you know what I mean? She's looking thick as usual on both covers, so that's always good. You know how it goes.
Who's the new creative team? Because you announced last video that they were just...
Yeah, Thierry, Miranda, and Skipper.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, no more Palmiotti, no more Connor. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the character. It'll be interesting if they keep it as zany, or do you think maybe they'll go a little more serious or write some more gritty stories for her? That's why I was actually kind of interested in it, because the book is a little too zany for my taste, but you know what? I figure with the new creative team, who knows? Maybe we'll hear something about it. As long as Cho stays on the covers, though, I'll keep grabbing it. The next book I picked up is going for about 10 on eBay, but that was just the last sale, so it's going for regular cover for all the rest. And that is Harley Quinn, Be Careful What You Wish For. This is the Chad Hardin variant. I liked it. I like nice black cover, Harley Quinn in like the nightie, kind of tra-la-la, skipping around. I don't know. I thought it was a really good cover, Chad Hardin. I've seen him in some shows, so there's a good chance to maybe get this signed or something like that. I didn't mind it. I don't even know what the story's about. I bought this strictly for the cover, so I thought it was okay.
With Harley Quinn and some nice covers, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. The next book I picked up is going for about 28 to 30 on eBay, and that is Phoenix Resurrection number 3. This is the Stephanie Hans variant. I had mentioned this on the Hunt too, and I had said that I would get it for sure, and I actually did find one.
Is that ratio?
It was ratioed. It's a 1:25. I love this cover personally. I think it's awesome. Again, I really love how her hands are covering his eyes and the beams are shooting between her fingers.
And her name is Hans too.
Is it? Exactly. Hands with the hands. No, I just really think it's a striking image. Really good. The colors are good. I'm glad to have found it. Next book I picked up was Supergirl number 17. This is the Art Germ variant. I'm just going to continue with the Art Germs. I actually thought this was a pretty good one. I definitely prefer her in her costume. Boots are looking high and hookerish. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. This is boots she always wears. But yeah, no, I like her in her costume. It's a cute cover.
I believe Art Germ is doing up until 20.
Oh, is he? Sweet. So we got a couple more of these. And again, like I said, I suggest that you continue to pick these up too, because like as a set, I have a feeling that the Art Germ set of Supergirls will be something. So
especially that first one that was missed.
Exactly. That one's already like large. So if you had that one in it, got something.
The next one I believe wears the homage to Supergirl number 1. Looks amazing.
Oh, really?
It's a different Art Germ style too.
Awesome.
Not as anime-ish.
Next book I picked up is just pretty much going for cover, and that is Trinity 17. This is the Senkovich cover. Senkovich is really big and hit or miss for me. I actually like this cover. I like how he drew the Trinity. I find that it's not so loose and scratchy. I really like how Batman looks down there. He looks pretty dark. I don't know. I didn't mind the cover. They're fighting some dinosaurs. Pretty cool stuff. not really going for anything. But again, it's hard for me. I do like Sankovic. It's hard for me to call myself a fan because,
He's weird sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's...
Like that Walking Dead cover from a couple weeks ago. It was...
That you didn't like,
I didn't like it, but people loved it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Hit or miss, man. Sometimes being polarizing is better, right? Because then you have super fans, but you're always going to have your haters.
I did pick that up after you pointed it out to me, so...
This one?
Yeah.
I thought it was really nice,
It was
actually.
nice.
It's a decent
I gave it a
for sure.
second. I gave it a second look after you picked it up.
See? There you go.
No pump and dump.
Call
No,
Sankovic.
not a pump and dump, but just a beautiful cover.
Call Sankovic. I'm pushing his books. No, I'm kidding. The next book I picked up was Venom 160. This is the In-Hyuk. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. Lee Avenger variant. I really thought that Spidey looked really cool in it. It's a nice painted cover. I feel it's got an Adi Granov-esque feel to it. It's a good team pick. A Venom book, not bad. I liked it. Next book I picked up is always hit or miss for me, but this one was a little bit of a hit, and that is Wonder Woman number 38, the Jenny Friesen cover. I actually liked it. I do like how the feathers are falling. I find that it's got a good contrast on it. I actually like her face. I find that she's very stoic looking with the sword. It's a nice, like, kind of chivalrous pose. I actually kind of liked it, and, you know, Friesen can be hit or miss, but I found this to be a decent one. So, I've talked about kind of like my storages before, and basically, to explain it a little more, what I do is I kind of have like a little bit of a holding section that I use for some of my books. And I basically do that so that I don't have to put books in that end up being filler, because we all know some books are hot the day they come out, and then when it comes right around to it or a little bit down the road, they're totally like nothing. So for an example, I would say a book like Stabity Bunny. Right? Like Stabity Bunny came out last week, had a bunch of heat. I would put that in the holding section. I wouldn't put that right into my collection because I don't feel any real, like, I don't like it. But if it's something that's significant and I got it for cover price, I'll throw it in the vault. So these next couple books are actually taken out of that. So the first one that I took out of there was is going for about 18 to 25, and that is a copy of Monstrous number 1. When this first came out, again, just like all the books, I wasn't exactly sure where it would go. It's a new IP, so I wasn't sure, but obviously it turned hot, so once I revisited it, obviously I'm going to keep it. So I'm happy I did end up getting this for cover price. I'm glad to throw it in my collection and that I came across it. Nice mint copy, never read, so that's awesome.
And the art in there is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I'm picking that up from the start, too. And whenever I see number 1's cheap, I buy them.
Yeah, because it's just a great book. It's great in the thing. I see it definitely being a long-term, at least, it might not be a long-term explosion like the $50 it was going for, but you know this number 1 in First Print's always going to be at least a $15 to $25 book.
And then I think it's coming back on a hiatus in the next month or so.
Oh, okay, so that might drive that back up once people start to see it again. But no, I'm really happy to have this definitely in the collection.
Samantha Carter's art in there is amazing. Like the details she puts in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the story is pretty interesting too.
Oh, is it? I was looking for the trade, but they only had paperback trades.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a hardcover, but hey, if it never comes to the hardcover, then I'll just have to pick up the paperback because I've heard so much about it, which is why I kept it. So, okay, this next book, I don't even know what's going on with this, okay? But this next book, I picked this up randomly because it was supposed to be hot, put it in the thing, pulled it out, and I always kind of check out what happened with the books or where they're going. This next set of books actually goes for 200 plus.
What?
And the thing is there's one book, the book I'm about to show you has 12 watchers at $280, and I bought it a year ago. And I don't know what is going on with this. I don't know why. I don't know what.
Please let it be a book I have.
But that is, I don't think so, because I searched the city and I only found these.
Okay.
So that is Underworld Brew Blood Wars.
I remember when you bought that too. Because I gave it to you. Because I had it.
Because, yeah, right in the store. You didn't believe in it, because who's going to believe in it?
No,
but
I looked at it and I was like, because I knew what it was because it was hot at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't really feel for it. So you asked for it and I get it here.
I can't believe it. Now, again, so I'm going to be honest, even though the $280 one does have 12 watchers, when I went into the actual sold, it was only going for about 180.
Still.
But if you have this in a 9.8 signed, and we all know that square bounds have a really good chance of coming back at 9.8. If you have this Kate Beckinsale signed, this is an $800 book sold sales.
Wow.
So please, Kate, I will fly to any con where Kate Beckinsale will be. I'm just kidding, but still, man, holy, I was like, that was a surprise.
Even at 180. Wow.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it's just that rare, and because it's a big actor with the movies, maybe they're super fans. I don't know.
Hey, didn't I drive that day at Gasway?
Yeah, man, I owe you. I remember, actually, you know what is so funny? I remember you being like, yeah, because who... I take risks, but honestly, I thought I wasted my money on this for $7 to boot, and now look at it. Holy.
And I remember it was like, the spec on it was like $15. It was double cover, and I'm just like, there's no long-term meat on that.
Yeah, exactly. And I still don't, I'm not 100% sure if it's long-term. Like, this is a phenomenon.
Another reason to subscribe to On the Hunt.
Exactly. And so, I don't know if you remember this, man. But it doesn't get better.
Tavis is the
I got the variant too, boy. 600. That's like $500. That paid for my that was awesome, man.
$500?
No. I'm saying together, like that little spec pick. Yeah, this is going for roughly the same price. It's got like the 12. I don't know why the 12 watches at like $280. That why? Is it just that rare? Like, is this a good movie? Because I didn't watch it. I don't watch
the first one, but I didn't see it.
Holy smokes, man! Like, these are getting signed up, man. This is definitely, to date, this is my most successful spec. I think the most successful spec before this was Saga #1, and that was going for 100 or something at the time. I knew.
Wow.
Oh wait, the Archie.
Oh,
that's another one. The Betty and Veronica with the
the $5 books.
Yeah, the $5 that's now worth like 200. That also is like this is some of my greatest. So yeah, man, On the Hunt, boy. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, there's a lot of losses in On the Hunt, so please don't start following it and like coming at me.
Mind you, I'll have to admit, Tavis is one of the best speculator handicappers for new books I've ever dealt with.
Yeah, man, I've been working at it. I've been like really training myself. I took a lot of tutelage from Mark and him teaching me a lot of stuff about it, and I've been able to dial in on some pretty good stuff. So
nobody has a better thing and takes chances on some of these indie books like you do.
Yeah, I know, and that paid for a lot of my failures right there, boy. I'm happy, and I'm actually happy because honestly, I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I wouldn't buy that book for $200. I just wouldn't. I would rather buy something else. But to get it for cover, I'm happy to hold on to it, see what happens, just to have something rare. I like rarity. I like cool stuff.
It was too expensive.
Yeah, 7. I know. Trust me. I knew. So that's the end of those books. I'm sure, again, when I talk about the deep storage, now you guys kind of know what's happening with that. So, in a year, if Statabitty Bunny is worth anything, then you'll see it, right? I did pick it up. So all of those On the Hunt picks, I do pick them up. It's yet to be seen I want things in my collection that have long-term legs, or I love it. I don't want us flash in the pan like Redneck or Jimmy's Bastards or anything like that. I'll buy it to try it, but it's not going in the collection unless it's actually something good, rare, or I love it. And that even means second print Matinas. So with that being said, that little rant over, we'll get to the next book. So the next set of books I got them from the sale because you guys have been knowing I've been trying to get through those books. So first book I picked up, well, not the first, but another book I picked up from that sale is Wolverine #70. This is the Mark Millar and Steve McNiven run of the Old Man Logan. I really love McNiven's art in this, man. I actually just like McNiven's art. So the interiors being McNiven as well, right? Or is it, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Either way, though, the McNiven stuff is awesome. Look at the details on the cover. Look at how bloody it is. I've decided I think I'm going to try to get the Old Man Logan run of this. So I started out when I saw a few for half price. And
I'll trade you a couple for those Underworlds.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But nah. So yeah, that was a pretty cool pickup. The next book I picked up was another one of that series, and that's Wolverine, the Old Man Logan run, #71. Again, I love the bullet holes in his face. It's just so raw, man. McNiven's awesome. Like, as far as damage and like battles, I think he's like really detailed and awesome. So, really gritty stuff. I'm glad to have that. The next book I picked up was another book from that sale, and this doesn't have any real spec or key value, but that is the Uncanny X-Men number 500. I just thought it was cool, good milestone issue. Uncanny X-Men, yeah, exactly. Uncanny X-Men 500. I didn't mean to understate it. I just meant, I know you're expecting me to come up with like certain firsts or whatever, and this is the Greg Land cover, which I actually really like. I think Wolvie's looking good. He's got the whole team. I always like Greg Land's art. So, yeah, I got that for the sale for 50% off. Can't go wrong.
Now, if you could find the Turner variants, nuts.
Yeah,
especially that black and white Turner.
When I was logging this on the Comic Book Realm, I was like, whoa.
Those Turners are insane.
Yeah, they get expensive for sure. The last couple books I picked up are just some random pickups that I picked up along the way. That was Barbed Wire number 1, the original Hughes cover. Again, as everybody knows, I'm always collecting up the Adam Hughes. So I found it somewhere for like cover or less. I figured, hey man, a near mint copy of it, let's just get it in there one time. I've always been an Adam Hughes collector, so even though the book's going nowhere, I'll still keep it.
They're beautiful covers. Regardless.
Oh, definitely, especially the one where she's kicking Buddy.
Yeah.
The variant of it, awesome stuff. Second last book I picked up was a Fan Expo variant that my friend Murray G brought back for me, and that is the Generations Wolverine and All New Wolverine Stan Lee Art Germ Lau variant. This is a Fan Expo exclusive. I thought it was really cool. I like how the All New Wolverine or the chick is in the X-Force kind of outfit, the dark with the black and the gray. I think that's cool. And then you get classic Wolvie. Well, somewhat classic because the blue, the yellow with the blue is secondary classic. Isn't classic like brown and yellow?
Well, the blue and the yellow is my favorite. That was his original costume.
Oh, that is the original classic. The brown was one of his offshoots.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, then the classic, which personally is my favorite as well, is the old one with the things. Like, I liked it. I like the old school stuff. So yeah, I thought that was awesome to have. Last but not least, now that Christmas is over, I'm kind of getting back into some big stuff, so I did buy myself a big book that got delivered, and that is Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 134, boy. That's the first cameo of Darkseid. I know, isn't this where he's just in a little TV?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, man. If that's what the guide says.
It's the weirdest.
I know, it's the weirdest.
It's not even a cameo. They say it's the first appearance.
Yeah, I know.
He's actually got 3 first appearances.
Yeah, so, hey, man, I'll just call it a cameo. He was on a TV. It's the first appearance, and I'm really happy to have this book in such a nice grade. I got it for a really decent price online, so, yeah, I'm happy to have that. Some more big keys to kind of start adding, a little bigger. I mean, it's not big, but it's a little bigger, getting some money back in my pocket after Christmas. So, yeah, man, that's the last book. It was a great haul this week. It got some good stuff, and thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us for another episode of 100K. Me and Mark loved having you. I'm glad you checked out my books. I hope you saw some stuff you liked. Today's total is $69.75. So we're coming on that $7,000 mark. The collection's really building up. Yeah, man, I'm going to keep coming with some bigger books. Were you going to say something, Mark?
No, I'm still smart enough to that Underworld.
I know that Underworld. I knew that was going to catch you off guard. I didn't even mention it because I just wanted to hear his reaction. And it was exactly what I wanted, which is awesome.
No sour grapes. I'm happy for you.
I might actually, you know what? I feel like I have one more tucked away somewhere. And if I do, it's yours because I remember. But
when you're doing good, we're doing good.
Exactly, man, exactly. So but thanks a lot for checking out the videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell if you enjoy what we're doing here. We got lots of content now. We've got a couple different shows. We got Gil showing some really big stuff. If you didn't see on my On the Hunt video, make sure to check out those torpedo videos, man. We got some significant books. He's got the goat skin. He's got all kinds of stuff. So
next week will be part 2. Will be released.
Part 2. So you're gonna see some big books. There's even gonna be some books that you'll see on my 100K because I know some of my stuff is coming in there. So yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the subscriptions, all the comments. Keep all that coming, and we promise to bring you a lot more comic content. It's Tavis and Mark.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. See you later, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.